Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to McDaniel Stadium, home of the Campbell Spartans. We are here for the second half of our doubleheader tonight. It's the boys' turn to try and take care of business against the Dunwoody Wildcats girls team. Got out with a win 2-1, and now the 2-0 Spartans coming off a big win against Harrison last Friday. Look to try and do the same against the Dunwoody Wildcats, only coming with one contest. It is a draw, however, the defending state championship. The state champions, Lambert. So they, despite having no wins, have a strong resume early on in the season, and we are almost set to go here. Lambert will kick off. Spartans without two of its key players tonight, as both Matthew Gibbs and Sohan Patel out of the starting lineup.
Spartans coming off with some confidence with the 3-1 win against Harrison, getting their revenge from a couple years back, losing to them. Definitely the second game is really a pace setter or a tone to set for the rest of the season.
We are set to go. Start off a couple good passes. Ahead, that is Lois.
It's like Russell got hit.
Trying to go down to Russell, who already takes a tumble, and now he on the ground in some pain.
Good job by Russell getting to the ball. It's like it's coming back on now.
Russell appears to be okay. Center out to midfield. Now kick down low. Trying to go down low, was looking for Alex Lordo. The pass just out of his reach.
It's a good fast touch by Jordy Elarana. It's too much strength on that one, though.
Throw-in, tapped around a couple times and out of bounds. Zoskanek on the throw-in. That'll be a Dunwoody throw-in. It's going to be Jack Wiley who throws it in. Wiley goes to Daniel Aguilar on the top of the screen. That one going out of bounds. Not fast enough to get up there was Lordo. Throw in. Now going to get in. It looks like Carpenter. Now Carpenter going up ahead, trying to find Russell. Good defense by Dunwoody. Russell nearly coming away with it. It's knocked out of bounds. Spartan's going to get a throw in here. Throw in going to go to Carpenter, and now back out of bounds, going the other way this time. I throw in. Good header by Butts. Goes to Lois. Lois trying to go down low. Now it's Kainak who airs it away. Be a goal kick for Boggs. Dunwoody, a little bit of momentum, good defense. Schlittgen going up ahead to Lois, and Lois going to Russell. Also trying to go top side, was looking for Butts. A good defense by Dunwoody. Butts making the start today. His first of the year. I'll do the throw in here, go to Hernandez. And as to Dahlin. Ed was looking for Carpenter. Good defense by Aguilar. Turn the corner. Now it's Carpenter trying to go back the other way, but once again, it's Aguilar on the defense. Now going up that pass too far to the outside.
Wildcats definitely showing more intense defense in these first couple of minutes. A lot of stops on passes. Not allowing any breaks so far.
Pass downfield, slicking to Hernandez, back to Martin, and Martin to Dahlin. Okay, it's keeping the pressure up on these deep defensive sets now. Bed trying to go to Lois. Couldn't get the good connection. And now Dahlin clears this one away. Yeah, I'm not going to just roll out of bounds. Favor for a throw-in. I throw in. First touch by Hernandez. Tried to go to Russell. And Russell couldn't get complete control. It goes out of bounds. Pretty much same spot. It'll be a throw-in again. Another throw-in here. This one skips off the head and goes by the entire line of Dunwoody players. And now a foul going to be called, I think, on Carpenter. And it will be. It was Gabriel Hernandez, I think, went to the turf. It'll be a free kick back from about the 45-yard marker. Aguilar. Can I send this one? So Aguilar, that is Wiley. A couple of good touches down the other end. It's just going to be Allen trying to get it away. Now it's Hernandez working in the corner. It's kicked out of bounds. Good defense by the Spartans down there, that bottom corner.
Definitely the type of defense the Spartans want to keep playing near that side goal. Don't want to allow any hits.
Bacon. Boot this one down the field over the head of Slid King to Lois. Back to Slid King, and Lois trying to go up ahead. Now it's back to Lois. Martin trying to go to Hernandez. It's stolen, however. Martin trying to get it back. Now it'll be Butts up on the top side, trying to get some space. That's a couple good touches, trying to go up ahead to Russell. Back towards the middle of the field. Carpenter now with a couple of open space. Carpenter, good shot on the goal, but good save by Boggs.
It's a good fake and shot by Carpenter, but Wildcats goalie was able to scoop that one up.
Now down the bottom of the screen. Up ahead looking for Aguilar now. It's Dahlin and Aguilar in a foot race. And that's going to be a foul on, that's Orlana with the foul on Dahlin. So that run shut down by the Wildcats. Dahlin from about the 12, just going to boot it upfield. It's looking for Lois, and now getting away. Carpenter trying to come in there, but it's Schlitking who gets it out, now going center of the field to Russell. Has that one knocked away, however, by Lordo. Now in some open space, it's Loha. That one just going to be put away. Bacon stepped up to apply pressure.
Or kick out by Martin to reset the play. Didn't really want to allow that break.
Here comes a throw in, top side. Header made by Martin. Now it hits the ground. It's Carpenter who gets a good touch on it. Now up ahead. It's knocked back. Nice header by Lois. And Lois gets it out. Carpenter the closest guy, but couldn't exactly get a good connection. It was just out of his reach. Now Dunwoody with full control again. Now break on the sideline. Was looking for Alina, but it goes out. And a foul called back towards the middle of the field. And here, Gibbs will check in, despite having a banged up ankle. Wasn't in the lineup for this one. He's got a brace on that left ankle, but he's going to come in here and try and log some minutes here. Now it's Hernandez going to Schlichting. Center of the field. Goes back to Hernandez. Hernandez looking around, poked away. And it's Capoletti trying to get it upfield. Now it's Lois. Lois trying to go back to Dolan. It gets by Dolan. Dolan just going to get it to Bacon and reset. Bacon to Hernandez. Hernandez way to the other side of the field, looking for Butts. Can Butts get there? No.
It's good vision by Hernandez, but Butts wasn't able to get to it.
Throw in nice header by Martin. And this one's just going to be sent back. Bacon going to collect it. Bacon with a punt. Good distance. Sent back the other way by Dunwoody. And go back to about the 15. So most of that distance erased. Butts to throw in goes to Schlichting. And goes back to Dolan. Dolan going up looking for Gibbs. No connection on the header. Dunwoody just going to get it back to Boggs. Boggs with a boot of his own. And a nice connection. And I think offside's going to be called, and it will be. That was Orlana. They're trying to get a run off that header. Just too anxious on the jump.
You look on Boggs, you saw Arella going way out and got him the pass.
Now that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dolan. Quick throw in. Looking for Orlana, and that one just bad touch off the head. Now that one goes out. Most so far, most of the time has been spent down on the Spartans' half, as that's a foul. Going to be called on Hernandez as Lois hit the deck. So now Hernandez with a free kick down on this bottom sideline. It's Capoletti who will do the kick. Good connection, and Dunwoody going to be able to just clear this out. It's Martin who receives it, goes back to Schlichting. Schlichting looking around. No one there to take the touch, and now a guy passed for Dunwoody, and then they're going to call offsides again. It was Alex Lordo who had the run. Pretty much the second straight run Dunwoody's been popped for offsides. Now Dowling going to kick from the 30, just going to go right to Schlichting. Schlichting to Hernandez, middle of the field. Hernandez crosses back. Now looks bottom of the field, Capoletti. Capoletti looking. Capoletti with a little bit of run. Nice move crossing over. Now Lois keeps it going in that direction. Lois on to attack, and now just knocked away by the keeper, and a whistle blows. Foul may be called on Lois, I think.
It's a good hit back by Lois. He had the slight edge, but couldn't get in front of him.
Boggs going to boot this one away. His own box. A very good kick, header by Gibbs. Get it back going in that direction. Now Carpenter steps up trying to apply pressure. Dunwoody clears it, but no one there to receive it. So Bacon going to go to Dolan. Dolan just going to back to Bacon. Bacon to Martin. Martin a good touch back to Dolan. Dolan looking for Hernandez, but pass off target. High kick just going to be taken by Bacon at about the goal line. So far, the precision of the passing for the Spartans has definitely been not superb. Had a couple of bad passes that have just completely turned into turnovers. Meanwhile, Dunwoody, on the other hand, has had pretty good passing up to this point.
Yeah, not really being able to get the advantage on their side of the field so far.
Hernandez to Carpenter. Carpenter going the wrong way. Good defense. Had two Wildcats down there, now working topside, and that one's knocked away. And they're going to get him off sides again.
Wow.
The third run that's been shut down because the player got bopped for offsides. This time it was Jack Wiley.
It's like every look they get ahead of the defense, they're offsides.
Anxious to get that first step. I'm going to set this up and just go right to Martin. Now Martin going to go look downfield. Woody down there, though, was looking. Closest player was Gibbs. That went a little bit too far to the right. Now it's Dunwoody with a run. Down on the top side. Stop gives the Spartans a little second to breathe, but not too much, though. Good touch by Butts and cleared by Schlittking. Nice defense and finally just shut that play down as Hernandez knocks it out. Dangerous play. Bacon tried to come up and grab that one. A simple touch. Got it away from him, left the goal open, but no shot put on by Dunwoody. Now Lowe's going to inbound. Looking for Capoletti. That one going to be knocked right back out of bounds. So it'll be another throw-in just up the line. This throw-in going back to Capoletti. And again, just knocked away. Now Schlittking going to go backwards this time to Martin. He's going to reset. Midfield Martin going up looking for Gibbs. And again, that pass off target. Gibbs does get a touch on it, though. Trying to get it before it gets to the corner. Just can't get there.
Last couple of good looks for the Wildcats coming from a Lordy. Lordo, sorry.
Boot by Boggs, another one that comes up short. Some good footwork by Hernandez. Enough to draw a foul. Got around about 3 Spartan defenders before doing it. And on the punt downfield, a couple of good deflections. First by Oskanak and then by Dolan. Now that one going to go out of bounds right in front of the Spartans bench. Was touched by a Spartan. So Dunwoody going to get a throw in here.
Man, there's some good footwork so far in this half, being able to get around a majority of the Campbell defenders.
Dunwoody did make a sub. We'll get to that in a second. The kick high, no one there to make a play on it. And Bacon just collects it. Gonna send it back the other way. High punt. Their first touched by Wiley. The Wildcats. Now Schlittking gets a touch in the other direction, and that one gonna get booted down the line. Really nice kick. Now, one-on-one with the goal. They got him again. The fourth offsides call. This one
Wow.
was on Alex Lordo. It's the second time he's been bopped for offsides. Hernandez does Kanak and tried to go back to Hernandez. Couldn't get a good connection. And now this one sent through. Bacon's just going to let that one coast out of bounds. So he'll be set up for a kick back in the box.
It's a good look, but it's a bit too hard.
Scott Carpenter going to come in for Piero Cappelletti. Now both Carpenters in. It's Martin trying to go up the butts, and Butts going to be well defended and have it go out of bounds. So it'll be a Dunwoody throw in on the far side. Throw into midfield. Nobody out touches it past the first wave. Now it kicked out. Now it's Wiley trying to go back to midfield. Nice deflection by Schlittking, however. Now back to the top of the field. And it'll be Scott Carpenter to get a touch on that one. And then Butts. Still nobody able to get possession of it. And now finally it's Hernandez who comes away with it. Hernandez gets it up. It's J.C. Carpenter. Carpenter just going to clear it up ahead. Try to give Gibbs a running start. And lead him with the pass, but it was well defended. Now that one gets away. It's Schlittking. Schlittking going to go back to Carpenter. Carpenter back to Schlittking. Going to go cross top field to Butts. And that one gets by Butts. Throwing looking way down the sideline. It's Martin, the lone defender down there. Now back to the middle of the field. Shot on goal. Nice save by Bacon. Shot came from Juan Arenas, who's checked in. Bacon with a punt. It was a good one. Trying to look for Gibbs, but Gibbs outnumbered, but now it's Hernandez. Gets control, now going the other way. Trying to go to Lois, and Lois trying to go back to Gibbs, and this one cleared away. The pass didn't get to Gibbs quick enough. Dolan to Martin. Martin up ahead to Hernandez. Hernandez to Schlittking. Schlittking back to Dolan. On a little bit hard of a touch. Gets it back, goes up. Now it's Carpenter. Carpenter goes to the other Carpenter now at the bottom. Couple of good moves now. Trying to look for Gibbs, but missed wide to the right. That was his Kynak down there who put a good move to try and shed away a defender. Had a clear lane for Gibbs. Just missed the pass.
Aaron Kynyak, definitely a ball handler. Definitely shown that in the last game against Harrison.
Boggs fires this one away. Popped up by Hernandez. Carpenter trying to get there, make a play on it. Lois was there, overran it a bit. And now I think a foul going to be called on his Kynak. I think for that slide at the bottom of the screen. And yep, that's where it was. Kick from just outside of midfield. Good kick. Went all the way down to the goal line, but two good headers by Dahlin and Oskainak. Gets this one away for the moment. Dunwoody trying to battle back. And now it's going to be Butts who gets this one away, and now another foul. Back down near the 20.
Wildcats with most of the opportunities at the goal, but haven't been able to capitalize.
Well, they have a straight-on shot here. Uh, 27 or so feet out from the goal. Kick goes right to the goal. It bounces out by Bacon. Couldn't come up with a save, and a second chance puts it in the back of the net for the Wildcats, who strike first.
Good second chance goal. Definitely want to try to score it in when the defender is vulnerable.
First goal of the game at the 24th minute. For Bacon, saved the first one, but couldn't control it in his hands. It popped out. Just a simple tap was all was needed. Back to action here. Carpenter looking down. Does Kynak, bottom of the screen. Goes backwards to Hernandez. Hernandez looking. Now works back towards the bottom. Goes backwards to Carpenter. Carpenter back to Schlittking. Schlittking looking top side. It's Butts. Butts working. Good run. Trying to go down low to Scott Carpenter. Gets it out. It's Lois who gets it back to J.C. Carpenter. Carpenter with a good fake. Now trying to work back towards the middle of the field. Now back to Schlittking. No space being given by the Dunwoody players on the defensive end. That one's going to be cleared away. Dahlin's going to get to it. Dahlin kick it down towards the middle of the field. Nice touch by Gibbs. The kick by Gibbs. Off target. Boggs scoops it up. Now Lordo, bottom of the screen. A nice defensive play by Lois to get that one back in Campbell possession. Now Martin all the way back gets it to Dahlin. Dahlin to, where's Kynak? Now back to Dahlin. Nice move by Dahlin. Goes back to his Kynak. Now goes to Lois. Lois looking for Gibbs. Couldn't get a clean touch on it. Now cross back over the middle of the field. By Wiley from going out. Now go back the other way. A bad pass. Carpenter's got it back. Goes to Gibbs. Nice touch by Gibbs. Back to Carpenter. Carpenter running down the left side. And that's knocked away.
Good Gibbs to Carpenter sequence. Only if Carpenter could have got it back to Gibbs.
Nice touch by Lordo. And now Gibbs to throw it in. Here's the throw in down towards the goal. Couple of good touches off the head and in to the net for the score.
Off the
Tie
head.
ball game. Good throw in by Gibbs. And I believe it was Alessio Lois who finished the job.
Roll off the head by the sophomore Alicia Lois. Tie game. Definitely was the Spartans' goal to tie the game in the first quarter.
Tie ball game here. Spartans only go 3 minutes while trailing. Score in the 27th minute. Now Dunwoody getting pressure on quickly. That one goes up before Lois can clear it away. Another one hit right out. Be back-to-back throw-ins. Some going down low. Nice header by Kynak. Now Dahlin trying to head it back the other way. As Kynak just boots it as high as he can. Nice play by Gibbs to get that positive territory. He's got such good foot control, especially with those high kicks. Now bringing it down the other way. And I think that's going to be a handball on Martin. That one popped up his foot and right into his arm. Unlucky break. Wildcats going to be set up for a PK here. It will be Jack Wiley against the Spartan keeper, Bacon. Here's the kick. Into the net. A goal. Dunwoody takes that lead right back.
In 2 minutes.
Not even.
Less.
Right back to work. And back down are the Spartans. Combination of headers. Now it's Carpenter who's found some space. Now that one's cleared out. It'll be the other Carpenter who goes back to receive it. They go to Hernandez. Hernandez turning upfield. Couple of good moves. Now working towards the outside. And is crossing back over. I don't think he meant to do that. Just got crossed up. Stop. Now Spartans reset all the way back. It goes to Dahlin. Now back to Martin. Martin looking downfield, looking for Gibbs. Gibbs, nice touch going to Carpenter. Deflected, however. Looking down the field, it's Lois who disrupts that one and kicks it out. Excuse me, that's Kynak. Schlitking now, it's Carpenter. The other Carpenter, now Hernandez. Hernandez with some space, looking for Schlitking down the other end, just out of his reach. Go out of bounds. Wildcats trying to go quickly now. Dallin's there on the defense. Just gets that ball out of bounds, gives the Spartans a chance to reset here. Approaching 10 to go in the first half. And throwing going to go right out of bounds. Not a good receive on the throw-in by Orlana. That's going to be Hernandez working back the other way. Hernandez looks all the way downfield, trying to go to Gibbs, but too much power on the pass. That one's just going to roll right out.
Definitely a change of pace here for the Spartans. Trying to tie this up before the half ends.
It's another poor throw-in. Let's go right back the other way. That's Kanak looking for Gibbs on the throw-in. Gibbs pops it up with a header. Both Carpenters closed in. It's cleared out. Schlitking, though, sends it right back. JC, a good touch to Scott Carpenter, and now the push in. Nobody there. Fly pressure other than Scott Carpenter will be taken by Boggs. Now slung out towards the bottom of the screen. Now going back the other way. Gibbs, nice move. Got it through. Gibbs just by himself down here, just looking for any space. Trying to go back to the middle of the field and a go out of bounds. Last touch by Alex Lordy. Spartans will be set up for a corner here.
It's a good break by Gibbs. Last game, setting up his teammates for a lot of opportunities. One of the key reasons why Miles Russell was able to score Hat trick.
Again, playing on a bum ankle tonight. Didn't start. Came in about 10 minutes in. Now Hernandez will set the corner up. If Spartans can't answer back. Hernandez teed up. Here's the kick. And it'll just be cleared out. Schlichting will come and receive it at the 15. Go middle of the field, trying to go to Carpenter, but a good touch by Dunwoody on the other end. Now Butts coming in with great place, trying to break it up. Now Butts goes down, going down one-on-one with the goalie. Martin, last line of defense, and he gets in there and disrupts it as that one goes wide and too high. The shot on the entire run was by Orlana.
Interference by Martin.
And Orlana slow to get up. Good defense by Martin. Get down there and disrupt that. He was the one who committed that handball down the box that led to that PK goal. It comes up big on the defensive end there.
Substitution number 28, Carson Fowler. Number 20, Christopher McWhorter. Number 23, Ray Aguilar.
Now Bacon fires this one down the field. Schlichting bouncing around a couple heads. Now it's Carpenter going up ahead. It's Lois. Now Gibbs. Got it stumbled a little bit. Goes to Carpenter, and Carpenter going cross. It's Hernandez now, middle of the field. And whistle going to be blown. It's going to be a foul on Dunwoody.
Yeah,
Hernandez is going to be set up about 25 feet away from the goal. The free kick here. Gibbs will join him. See if one of these two don't try and score off this. Now Gibbs runs up. It's Hernandez going to take the kick, and just to the left of the goal. Off target.
Barely out.
It was a good kick, just too far to the left. Now the boot down the field, received by Butts. Good touch by Gibbs, and now Gibbs trying to work some open space. Gibbs, nice backwards pass to Butts. Goes to Hernandez, who had a defender closing. Hernandez getting pressured on the sideline. And that Dunwoody defender pushes it out. Now Butts going to throw it in, looking for Gibbs. And the header, once again out of bounds on Dunwoody. Gibbs will throw it in this time. Gibbs just going to toss it to Butts. And a couple Spartans converge. It goes back to Martin and to Dahlin. And Dahlin trying to look middle of the field to Hernandez. Bit of it, too much power on that touch. Goes over his head. Now Dunwoody here with a run. Dahlin first line of defense and just knocks that one out of bounds and shuts it down. Miley the throw in, looking for Lordo, and Lordo tried to hit that one towards the center and had it knocked away by Skanak. Now Dunwoody set up for a corner. It'll be Lordo. On the bottom right. Trying to get a good set off this corner. Low kick and deflected by Martin. That one was heading to the goal. Good defense. Now this shot and into the net. From about 23 feet out. Dunwoody goes up 2 here in the closing minutes of the half. Tucked it just inside the right post.
It's their second shot off of a second point opportunity.
Trying to move quickly here. Only 4 minutes left in the half. Down towards the bottom now. Already Dunwoody with another run, but a bad touch. Not going to bop him for offsides again. That was Daniel Aguilar who got called. Now it's Carpenter going to Schlitking. Schlitking working towards top of the field. Now starts to turn upward. Just trying to flip it to the corner. It'll be gathered by Boggs. It'll be slung back the other way. Good defense by Hernandez. Good move, however, by Lordo, and I think that's going to be a foul on Lordo. It was Carpenter who came in and try and take it away, and Lordo got a little bit too physical. Here's Hernandez with the free kick. Down towards the goal. Gibbs off the header. And into the net. It's Lois again, his second of the game. So now Spartans draw within one. Lois scores for the second time off of a couple of head taps that were all preceded by the nice kick by Hernandez.
Spartan goal by number 6, Alessio Lois.
Spartans scored just before the half, 2.5 minutes left. Now Dunwoody, a couple of good touches. Now it's Wiley bringing it up. Wiley looking down the field, got it past Dahlin, and whistle blown. Bacon stepped up to punt that away. As Kynak to boot this one. It's a good boot. Well, first headed by Dunwoody. Nice touch by Carpenter going up to Butts. Butts got to get up there. Stop it from going out of bounds. Gets it to Martin. Back to Carpenter. Back to Martin. Now across to Dahlin. Dahlin to Carpenter. Carpenter to Scott Carpenter. And now this one cleared through. Nobody there to receive that pass. Now this one booted downfield. This one a bit better boot than Boggs' previous few attempts. And now Lowe is going to be called for a foul. And he will be. Under a minute to go in the first half. Kick down the field. Going to be headed at about by Kynak. There's Miles Scharf with the boot. Now Lordy, he was working on two defenders and had it picked by Kynak, and Kynak still working down the field. It's Scott Carpenter now. Carpenter trying to go up ahead. Closest player is Kynak. Good pace. Gonna get there. Now he slows down, sets it back. 25 seconds. Nice touch by Gibbs to J.C. Carpenter, who overran it just a bit. And that's gonna shut down that run. Oh, and they're gonna call a foul on Lois, it looks like.
Good run and touch by, with a run by Kynak, touch by Carpenter.
And run at the end of the half just shut down by that foul call. Lowe's trying to make something out of that run despite there only being 20 seconds left. Nonetheless, time expires. So at the end of the first half, high scoring game so far. Dunwoody with 3, Campbell with 2. Hopefully the Spartans can try and work their way back in this one in the second half, which we'll be back for right after this. Welcome back to McDaniel Stadium. Start of the second half, about 30 seconds away from getting back to action here. Dunwoody leading 3-2. Spartans got a goal late to bring it within 1 goal off Alessio Lois to the end of the first half, but still some things that need to be worked on. I'll be joined by the second half by Manny.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Manny. What did you think about that first half?
The first half, I noticed that Dunwood has been more aggressive during the first half because they were just able to get past the Campbell Spartans easier than the Campbell Spartans were able to defend them.
Yeah, but is that going to come back to bite them, or are they going to gas themselves out soon? Because I've noticed they've not brought in a lot of subs, only I think 2 for them.
Oh yeah, that could definitely come back and bite them.
Only 2 for the Spartans too, but they've been playing a lot more passive, so might be time to turn up the heat
Might
if
be.
I'm them. Spartans will start with the ball, second half. And we are set to go. Spartans down 1, looking to get back in this game. And back to action here from the second half. Started off quick going down the field. Bottom of the field working back to Carson Fowler, who's checked into the game. Now it's Alicio Lois who hits the deck, and I think they call a foul on number 7, Gene Marine. So as we just talked about, you know, Dunwoody not subbing, they bring in a whole fresh new batch of subs to start the second half.
That is very dangerous, but a good strategy for Dunwood.
Some guy who's warm here. But Hernandez do the free kick. Little in front of the midfield marker, trying to go down to Gibbs with good headed, cleared away. Looking down the field on that clear. Believe it was Alex Lordo down there. It's Kanak to Carpenter off the throw in. Now going the other way. Spartans going left to right now, and now a foul going to be called on, that is, can't tell who from here. I think it was Carson Fowler down there. Schlitking going up ahead to Gibbs. It gets through. Carpenter trying to get there to save it from going out of bounds. He can't get there. Just a step too late.
That was a good potential move from the Spartans because that kind of put them off guard. But unfortunately, the ball went out of bounds and didn't lead up to anything.
Dowland just going to clear this away. Going up to Gibbs. Gibbs going to flip to Scott Carpenter, and now hard touch just out of reach of Gibbs. It's cleared back away. Now Spartans with a lot of open space here. Schlitking to Hernandez. Hernandez up ahead to Carpenter. Carpenter to J.C. Carpenter. Now it's Lois, down low, bottom of the screen. It's Butts. Butts sheds one defender. Now working his way towards the end line and with a bit too hard of a touch, and I think Butts might be banged up a little bit. He goes to the ground. He was waving his hand towards the bench like he wanted a sub.
Yeah, the amount of hits that have occurred in this game may have gotten to him at this point.
Substitution number 18, Piero Cappelletti.
So Piero Cappelletti will come back in for Butts. He will get some medical attention. Looked like a leg injury was plaguing him. Upper leg. Just about. Now Dahlan pops this one up on the other end.
Maybe the halftime break may have gotten his body colder, and now he's starting to feel that.
Hopefully he can get back into this one. This is his first start of the year. Trying to make the most of it. Now Schlitking looking around, goes back to Dahlan. Up ahead to Carpenter. And Carpenter to Schlitking. Now it's going to be Lois who takes it. Cuts across the field. Good touch to Hernandez. Hernandez going to get there. And going to stop, slow down, now try and work. Some ball skills go down low to Cappelletti. Down low, it's Carpenter just has that one knocked away. So it'll be a throw in from the bottom corner for the Spartans. Big Gibbs to throw this one in. Start this charge as he comes. Launching it. And that one cleared away. Carpenter tried to get a kick on it, couldn't get it. This one firing towards the goal, and it's into the back of the net for Carpenter.
By the Carpenters. Goal. Ooh.
J.C. Carpenter ties the game.
It starts off with a throw-in by a catapult throw-in, but fails to be volleyed. But then he recovers it and scores into the back of the net.
Spartans tie the game in the 44th minute. We got a 3-3 score off of the goal by J.C. Carpenter.
J.C. Carpenter.
So back to the beginning as we are tied again, this time at 3. Now Dolan with a good head tap on defense. Couple chain of headers. Carpenter the last one. Now Dunwoody gaining ground as it's kicked away by Martin, however. Now a header backwards. Martin fires one right back. And again, just an exchange of headers this time. It's kept on the ground by Hernandez, though. Up ahead to Gibbs from Lois. Gibbs down low to Scott Carpenter. Goes back to Lois. Now trying to go back to Gibbs. Good defense being played. It goes right back to Lois, and he hits the ground. They're going to be a foul called. That is going to be on Gene Marin. This one going all the way back. However, Bacon just going to get this out to Martin. Martin looking down for Lois. And Lois, with too hard of a touch, gives it away. Now this one launched way down the field, and they're going to call that one out. Last touch by Christopher Loja. So Spartans with the throw in here. It'll be Scott Carpenter. Just going to throw it in to Martin. Martin just trying to find some space, work backwards. And bad decision as that one just nearly perfectly set up a Dunwoody goal, with that one fired away too high and too far to the right. Lucky break for the Spartans. Christopher McWhorter, I think, with that kick. Excuse me, it was Carson Fowler.
If Fowler had just waited just a bit more, or not necessarily waited, but moved the ball a bit to the left and then shot it, it would have been quite an easy chance for them.
Well, that one goes careening out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Spartans. Dolan clears this one away. Light head tap, but Gibbs, flick of his foot just way too hard. As Boggs just going to pocket this one. Throw in from the top side, looking for Gibbs just over his head, though. Now Dunwoody trying to get out in some open space, going across bottom of the field. It is Fowler trying to get there, and he will, to stop it from going out of bounds. This one cleared all the way over, too high, though. We gathered by Bacon. We'll roll it bottom of the screen to Scott Carpenter. Carpenter up ahead to Lois, as Lois runs into a defender and loses the ball. Now bottom of the screen, looking down, it's Loja, and they're going to get him for offsides. That's been the plague of the Wildcats today. I think that's their 6th offsides call.
I'd say it's probably a bit more. No,
They've had a lot of them.
a lot of them.
So many I've lost count. That goes out of bounds. Last touch by Loha. Almost thought about throwing in, but Scott Carpenter will come down to do the throw in instead. Gets it to Hernandez. Hernandez. Gonna work some space. Goes down low to Capoletti. Now Hernandez with a little bit of a run.
Okay.
Hernandez working back towards the middle of the field. Trying to get it to Carpenter, but good defense down there on the other end. Just to poke that one away. It was Miles Scharf, I believe. Got his foot on that one. That one going out of bounds. Last touched by Alex Lordo. Slit King now. Goes to Hernandez, middle of the field. Hernandez cuts back. Working back towards the top now, turns around. Gets it to Lois at the bottom. Lois pushing up to Gibbs. Gibbs tried to go behind. Backwards pass to Carpenter, who wasn't there. Now Carpenter gets it, though. Now up top. Back to Carpenter. Carpenter fakes the shot. Now fakes again. Carpenter fires, but saved by Boggs. Nice save by Boggs. Good shot by J.C. Carpenter.
Very good showcase of skills by J.C. Carpenter, one of the ECNL players, faking out two players and going for the shot, but it was blocked by the Wildcats.
Good offense, better defense. Now set up for a corner kick. However, Hernandez boots this one in. Might have gotten a little bit too much on it. He did. Going to the top corner. Carpenter going to save it. And it's going to go out of bounds. Be a goal kick.
Wildcat substitution, number 17, Gabriel Hernandez.
Two subs coming for
Number
the
22,
Wildcats.
Raheem Richards.
Raheem Richards and Gabriel Hernandez come in. Kick by Boggs. Spartan's just going to reset, get it to Bacon. Bacon, who's going to try and get it out quickly. Does, but it's deflected, and it'll go out of bounds.
The punt that deflected was actually slightly risky because if it just had deflected a bit more straight, it could have entered as a goal.
Or backwards.
Yeah.
It went backwards. Bacon's lucky. It's a gamble to step up and try and boot that ball away. Throw in, however, looking for Kanak. Now back towards the bottom. That one's cleared away by Scott Carpenter. But now to the top side, it's Schrafe. And that one headed just to the left of the goal as Christopher Loha. Close call, but a touch off for Loha. Now Bacon gonna boot this one away, I'd imagine. Low kick. Didn't get much on it. King comes up with control of it. Nice couple of passes now. Get it to Scott Carpenter down at the bottom of the screen. Carpenter goes to Capoletti. Capoletti trying to get some space, and it's kicked out by Carson Fowler. So it'll be Spartan with the throw in. Now Miles Russell will come back in. Hasn't been in since the 10th minute. Yep. Come in for Piero Capoletti.
Miles Russell's last game's MVP has entered the match. And with the confidence that he came in with last games, I'm sure he's definitely searching for hunger in this game.
Well, he started this game and then came out when Gibbs came in. And hasn't been back since. Now he finally has re-enter. The throw-in by Gibbs off target. Now Slit King working down the other way. It's going to be taken by Boggs. Slit King now batting that one away. Problem with the clock. It's not running. Down there it's stuck at the same mark. Now Bacon going to boot this one away. It's Lois who's the closest there. Try to get away on a header. It's now to Hernandez. Head up forward to Gibbs. Gibbs with a touch looking for Russell. Clock's moving now. Now Wildcats coming back the other way. And they're going to call them offsides again.
What, maybe the 17th time today?
Seems like it.
Seems like it.
And these guys always seem like they're just a step too early. Couple passes among the defense. Now that one by Dolan intercepted, but Hernandez gets it right back. Goes up ahead Gibbs. Getting a good box out on the Wildcat defender. Now it's Hernandez again. Hernandez fires that one too far to the right. And a little bit too much air.
Saw the opportunity and he tested his luck. And it was a really good strike. Really good strike.
Boggs just gets this one out to Fowler. Fowler down to Loha on the bottom. Loha just going to kick it back to Boggs. Gibbs trying to rush Boggs, but Boggs able to get this one away. Now this one over Martin. Martin just going to pop this one upward and kick it backwards and go out of bounds and shut that run down. Fowler looks, throwing in, headed away. In the other direction by Martin. Now it's Fowler again. Look down toward the bottom of the screen, but can't connect on the pass. Was looking for Raheem Richards. Now this one's sent back in. It's Russell who makes contact, and now a whistle blown and a foul. And be called on, I believe it was Gabriel Hernandez of Dunwoody. Schlitt King to Carpenter, back to Schlitt King. Schlitt King trying to go top side to, look like it was Kynak, but pass off target. Now it's turned over. It's Loha for Dunwoody going the other way. Now going up top. Defense strike towards middle of the field, and that one out of bounds. Was looking for Hernandez on that one, but a pass just too far in front for Hernandez to get there. And it goes out. Martin to Carpenter, and that knocked out by Loha on a slide. So Carpenter just going to throw this one in. That one bounced right to Hernandez, but now Dunwoody still keeping the same field advantage they have. Now good defense by Hernandez, just trying to get this one out. Just clears it up towards top of the field, and I think that's going to be a foul on Russell, and it will be. Well, they can give Russell a yellow on that one, and they will.
When you achieve greatness, you're always hated on.
So Russell gets a yellow, and he's going to come out. Piero Capoletti going to go back in. that one.
Misha standing at 6'5" has a technical advantage with headers, and he's been utilizing them very well in this match.
Yeah, those big body defenders usually the most effective, especially because they can just have the ability to just basically shield the goal much more efficiently, obviously, because of the larger frame. See Dahlin doing that a lot. Now this one sent center and just missed. They called offsides again. Is that 9? I think that's 9. 9 times being called offsides. It was Gene Marin who had the break, and he actually missed the ball. Doesn't matter. They raised out the flag anyways. Schlittking up ahead. It is Skanak back to Schlittking. Schlittking getting pressed hard to go out of bounds. Campbell will get the throw in. Skanak gonna chuck it forward looking for Gibbs. That one sent backwards by Dunwoody, but now it's Hernandez. The open space. They're gonna run out of that open space as it's sent down to the field. Martin stuck his head in there and trying to get a piece on that one, and now a foul going to be called. I think it was on Schlittking, and it was, so it's going to be a free kick from there. Well, the Wildcats, dangerous spot here if you're Campbell. It will be Miles Scharf with a kick. No good, it's pocketed by Bacon. Bacon just going to boot this one. High end over end kick. First touch by Capoletti. Now Carpenter trying to get in there to send it the other way, and I think they're going to get Carpenter for a handball, and they will. So now Scharf back on his half of the field, going to kick it up to Loha. Loha, bottom of the screen. And Scharf going to boot this one way down the field. It's going to be over the head of Dahlin. Trying to show the goal now resetting. And the kick over the goal and didn't pass through it. I think it was Hernandez on that charge.
That to me looked like a bit of an offside as well. But when you try as many offsides as you can, eventually one's going to slip, and that slip could lead.
Excuse me, that was Lordo was on that run instead of Hernandez. Shot no good nonetheless. And Bacon to boot this one away again. This one a low kick. And I think that's going to be a handball. And yes, it will be. Off the arm of Daniel Aguilar. Hernandez. The handball gets up to Schlittking. Schlittking up, looking for Capoletti. And it's going to get by him into the goal. The goalie's Boggs pocket. Now he's going to sling it back the other way. It's Lordo. Now it's Kainak going to Capoletti. And that's got to be a foul. And it will be. Foul on number 7. It's Gene Marin.
Yeah, that was definitely a foul. Not a card though, since it was body and not an actual tackle.
Donlin going to boot this free kick, and instead of booting, just going to go short to Schlittking. Schlittking to Carpenter. Good touch back to Schlittking. Goes back to Carpenter. Now trying to go inside for either Gibbs or Capoletti. Pass intercepted by Scharf. Now working back the other way. Martin going to just flip it backwards. Ball rolling around. Possession along midfield. Dahlin just going to clear this one away. Kick. Good touch by Scott Carpenter. Hernandez trying to make it there. Trying to turn the corner but can't get it. And that's out. Oh, last touch by Carpenter. Carson Fowler to throw this one in. Fowler to throw this one in. Couldn't connect. Was looking for Hernandez, couldn't connect. And then it was kicked off of Raheem Richards. So it'll be Spartans with the throw in now. Carpenter will throw this one in. Carpenter throws it forward. Looking for, that is Lois, who tried to bicycle kick it backwards. But it goes right back out of bounds. While we were away, Miles Russell sub back in for Matthew Gibbs. Now down on the other end towards the line, it's kicked out of bounds by Martin, so it'll set up Dunwoody for a corner here. It'll be Lordo to kick the corner. Good kick, hit towards the center. Nobody makes connection though. As a couple players go down. It's Capoletti for the Spartans. And it looks like Arenas, maybe.
With these corners, players that are standing on near in between the 10 and the 20 yards should always be alert with rebounds, because a rebound could be an easy opportunity for a volley and to go get it in the back of the net.
Now it's Fowler towards the bottom of the screen. Getting it up, flipped up. Now sending it down the other way. As that one's deflected away by Dolan. Now sent back. Now turned up field. Now with a little bit of run is Dunwoody, and I think it was off the crossbar. If it is, that was a nice save by Bacon. It did go off the crossbar. Bacon just stuck his hand up and managed to get a piece of it enough to send it up into the crossbar, but it will send Dunwoody up for another corner, and here it comes. High kick. Maybe got a little too much hard. Nobody gets a good contact on it. And now that one's just going to be flipped up. And it's going to send him up for another corner. Couldn't tell who got the last piece of that.
That would have been 3 points for Dunwoody if this was football.
I want a lower kick in this one, being able to head away by Skynak, and that one off the crossbar. I think it's going to set him up for a third straight corner. I think it might have been Carpenter who got a piece of that one. It's time from the bottom corner. Here's the kick. This one, the best out of all three, but it's cleared out. Now set all the way back, and a strike towards the goal, and a nice deflection by Bacon as he punches that one up. Set him up for 4 straight.
And that's a perfect example of what I meant when players in the 10 and the 20 yards should be alert for rebounds, because that's exactly how a player would volley it and score it in.
Finally, the chain of corners ends as that one goes over everyone's head and goes right out of bounds. Matthew Gibbs looking to come back in.
Back in the game for the Spartans.
Piero Capoletti will go out.
Gibbs.
This one booted high. Carpenter working on 3 Riverwood defenders by himself. Riverwood Dunwoody, excuse me. Hernandez going up ahead. Trying to go to Lois. Now it's Martin who heads this one. Now Lois with another opportunity. Going to clear this down the field. It's Russell in pursuit. He's got great pace trying to use it right now. Flips it over his head. He slips though. And now it's cleared out to Carpenter. Almost looked like a handball. No call. Now it's cleared to the top of the field. Now it's Hernandez with some space. Couldn't get it to go. Hits the side of the net.
crossing it to the center would have been a better choice in this case because I believe I saw Carpenter in the middle of that box, and Carpenter, I'm pretty sure he would have finished it.
And a couple guys around Gibbs and Russell down there too. So now Boggs going to hit this one away, a low kick. And heading towards the bottom of the field, it's going to be taken by Marin and going to be deflected out of bounds by Scott Carpenter. So a throw incoming, Fowler gets it. Fowler chucking this one more towards midfield. It's going to be headed by Hernandez and booted high by Dunwoody's Hernandez. Now Martin going to hand it back the other direction. Good defense. Working on a couple defenders and got a poke on that one. Now got it ahead. Scott Carpenter trying to get there before it goes out. He does. And now that one hit out of bounds. Good defensive play by both Martin and Carpenter. Carpenter throws into Schlittking. Schlittking up ahead to J.C. Carpenter, back to Schlittking. Now Dowland just going to boot that out of bounds and let everything reset. 12 minutes left still. Only the one goal by Campbell scored in the half that tied the game. Now it's J.C. Carpenter. Got up ahead to Gibbs. Gibbs trying to get a step. Gets ahead in a couple touches, and that one's just going to be knocked away. Wasn't touched by Gibbs, however, it'll be a corner from the top.
That defender made it look easy for him.
Gibbs getting ready to chuck this in. So good from this spot with the throw-ins. Gets it in, this one a little bit short. I'm going to be knocked away by Scharf. Kynak there to try and get it away or get it back. And now it's Scott Carpenter going to go and clear it back. Just going to be taken by Boggs and knocked away, and a player down for the Spartans. It's Aaron Kynak. Now he will limp off the field. Noah Butts will come back in. He went off earlier with an injury. Now he has to come back in as his Kynak goes off. I just had some cramp up. He's going to try and run it off. Now Hernandez with it. Trying to go back to Butts, and I think that one went out of bounds, and it does. Trade of headers now Dahlin. But the final one gets it on the ground. Dunwoody gaining ground. That pass, though, off target. Works in the back a little bit, and that one missed. Marin. Now Carpenter just going to get it back to Bacon, who's going to punt that one away, and he missed the punt. Almost might be a big mistake. It's controlled, though. It's Hernandez. Gets it up to Lois. A tap to Carpenter, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Scott Carpenter. That was almost big-time trouble. The throw-in comes in. Nice header by Carpenter. It's Lois, and that's gonna be a foul.
I can definitely see Carpenter as a future captain when...
Oh, are we gonna get a card here? And there is gonna be a card.
Yellow.
That's on number 6. That is Daniel Aguilar. So he gets a yellow and he'll come off. Number 23, Rui Aguilar will come in for him. Martin going to kick it bottom of the screen to Carpenter. Now whistle blows. Under 10 minutes. Martin trying to find Hernandez. Hernandez gets it. And now it's Lois looking around. And they're going to call a foul on Lois. Kicked up to the top of the screen. It's Butts now finding this one working down. It's going to go out. Off the touch. Now this one launched to the bottom. Now it's Scott Carpenter trying to get away from space, trying to keep it in play. Go up to Russell, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Russell looking for a foul. Won't get one. Fowler going to throw this one in.
If Russell would have let himself fall down, that could have potentially led to a foul, the foul that he was searching for.
Now that one booted out. This one going to be a camel throw-in. Hernandez will do. Butts will come out. And as Kynak will go back in. Off the throw-in. Loha gets it by Carpenter. And now that one gets by Martin. Now Carpenter back in front there. Goes back to Dallin, and Dallin just going to fire that one away.
Carpenter with a smaller frame, but was able to actually take on one of the players with a bigger frame on the other team. That's pretty impressive. Shows you how stable he is on his feet.
Now Lois trying to find some space. It's Martin who eventually clears it. Now Gibbs trying to get out there. It's going to be Boggs who just steps up and boots that out of bounds before Gibbs can get any type of play on it. So Gibbs going to throw in from back there, throws in immediately to Lois. And that one's kicked away, now going the other way. That one's going to go out of bounds. This will be thrown in as Kanek. Throw in, was looking for Hernandez. Now sent the other way. It's Dolan looking to send it long ways down the field, looking for Gibbs. Nice touch by Gibbs. It's Lois. Lois trying to reverse fields with good defense by Hernandez. Now Schlicking gets it to Martin. Martin goes the other direction now, trying to find Hernandez. It's Lois who gets it this time. Lois back to Schlicking. Goes up ahead to Hernandez. Hernandez up ahead to Russell. Russell cuts it back, just trying to get any space. Russell with a good touch to Hernandez. Hernandez. Carpenter. Carpenter middle of the field. Going topside as Kanak. Stops it, sets. Trying to get some space. And it goes out. It'll be a throw-in from up there. 6.5 minutes left. And Gibbs to throw it in. Gibbs trying to direct traffic.
These players should be getting ready to header it since Gibbs can throw it really far.
On far in the middle of everybody, just trying to find some space. It's popped up. Still just in the middle of everybody. Finally cleared out. Now it's Dunwoody up ahead with the advantage. It's Gibbs actually getting down there and slowing that play down. Now whistle blows as a sub for Dunwoody will come in. It's Rasheed Richards who will enter. Raheem Richards, excuse me, for Daniel Aguilar. Couple good touches up ahead to Richards now. Gets it back. Now up ahead. I think that one had too much muscle on it. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Richards. With a last ditch effort to save it. Proves unsuccessful.
If the Spartans manage to win this game, they're going to continue the season with a 3-0 record.
Got to get a goal in this last 5 minutes, though. Carpenter got it. Trying to get it ahead. Got Russell closing. Russell trying to use his speed to get there, but won't get it.
Smart idea from the keeper to drop himself under. If he didn't drop himself, Russell could have crashed into him and taken the ball out of his hands.
Boggs, that pass stolen by Hernandez. Now it's Carpenter going to Lois. Now to Russell. Russell with some space now. Got some space to work with. It's poked out by Carpenter. Did he save it? A whistle blown. Now it'll be called on the back line. Now another sub coming. As Aguilar will come back in for
Dunwoody substitution number 6.
Gabriel Hernandez.
Aguilar.
Kick from Boggs. Carpenter trying to find a way to disrupt it. It's flipped the other way. Now Gibbs looking. It's Lois. And he gets pushed from behind. It's going to be a foul. So Hernandez with a free kick here.
Campbell does seem to want that final goal. Everyone, including the defenders, are starting to move up forward.
3.5 minutes. As the kick by Hernandez down towards the goal. Couple of touches. Gibbs going the other way. Oh, this one headed down the other way. It's Gibbs to throw it in bottom of the screen now. Under 3 minutes. Time closing to try and get this final goal here. Here's the throw in from Gibbs. Got Russell had a chance. Didn't get the best connection on the shot. This punt going to be punted away by Boggs. Looking, going to get it. Now hit it to Dahlin. And Dahlin tried to go back to Martin, and now it's Richards, and now here's Carpenter coming down the other way. It's just going to be one-on-one with the goal, and into the net as Dunwoody hops on top. Dunwoody takes the lead with 2:19 left.
Strikes it with confidence to lead to that goal. Sometimes all you need is confidence, because in these one-on-one situations, the nerves can get to you and you can sky it. But since he had confidence in that, he one-on-one it and scored it in the back of the net.
Now only 2:19, but the Spartans are trying to answer back. Schlicking. Pushing up. Going down the field looking for Russell. Tries to find the space. It's Carpenter. Now that one's cleared away. Now Schlicking back to Martin. Martin going to boot this one downfield. It's Lois. Off his chest. Back to Schlicking. Now Schlicking fires it back down for Lois. Trying to just keep it in bounds. Trying to get around a defender. And he's going to be fouled. It's going to be a foul from line. Just outside it. Must be a prime opportunity to try and get his shot back.
With 1.5 minutes left in the clock, anything can happen. Often in these games, it's the last couple of minutes that get the best out of people. And some people get carried away, and they let the opposition score.
It'll be Hernandez for the free kick. Right on that black line. Here it is. No good contact made first, and it's cleared out. Schlicking trying to get there. Just telling everybody to stay up. Clears it right back toward the goal. And a hand got on it. Carpenter trying to just fire it in. It's deflected. And there's going to be a foul called on Campbell. Ah. This one booted down the field. 1 minute. Pressure ramped up now. Richards. They're going to call him offsides on that one.
Yeah, he was offside by a mile on that one.
And Spartans are going to get a gracious stoppage of the clock as Richards kicked that ball away. So 52 seconds. Schlicking with the free kick. Put it down towards the field. Popped up. It's Scharf coming the other direction. It's around Schlitking, and now that one's going to go. That's going to be kept in bounds. That one stepped up. Good defense, however.
That may have been the last opportunity for them to lock this game in there.
Only
as a
30
victory.
seconds left, clock running, and it's a corner for Dunwoody. Only call for stop clock here. 21 seconds. Now clock running. Here's the kick. Popped up, popped backwards, and kicked right up. 10 seconds. It's going to be punted. Whistle blows at 2. I think that'll do it. Now they tell him to run. Oh, they tell him to put 8 seconds on it.
8 seconds. Could we see something like the basketball game versus Carrollton?
Oh, it's a long shot. You got 8 seconds to get this ball all the way from the box, which is at the 8-yard line, down to the goal. And yeah, that's going to do it.
Yeah, that's it.
So buzzer sounds, and Campbell is handed its first loss of the year as they fall 4-3 to Dunwoody here tonight. Dunwoody wins its first match of the year. They go to 1-0-1. Spartans fall to 2-1, and will go on the road for their next match on Thursday. As we mentioned, unfortunately, that'll be the end of the night with the Spartans ending in a loss. I'm Nicholas Claus. I'm joined by Manny. Thank you for joining me, Manny.
Yeah, thank you for joining me as well, Nick.
And we're signing off. Good night.
Good night.